past 3 weeks, I've been starting my journey from making simple videos here on YouTube to live streaming on a consistent basis over on Twitch. And today I want to share with you exactly what I've learned so far. How easy is it to get started? How different is it exactly going from YouTuber to live streamer? And does having what people might call an advantage of 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube make any actual difference when starting a Twitch channel from scratch? Let's delve in. So after solely uploading edited videos onto YouTube for the past 12 years, what made me want to start live streaming? Well, it probably doesn't surprise you to hear from me that YouTube has some algorithmic flaws. In fact, I've heard from many of you guys over the years that even though you've had my notifications on, you've subscribed to me, there have been gaps of years where you didn't even know I was uploading videos. And whilst you might hear a lot of people say there's never been a better time to be an online creator, I would argue that sometimes it feels like the glory days of having an active community on YouTube are kind of over. The channels that usually get kind of the biggest views now are things like tech reviews, unboxings, or videos like I'm a billionaire and here's how I've saved the planet. I'm also a bit of a dick. I feel like in recent years, YouTube has kind of abandoned the idea of community, but live streaming is dependent on that. In order to have a fun, successful live stream, you have to be bouncing off of your community. People in the chat, people that are donating to you, your moderators that help to keep everything in check. Not to mention the fact that there's a massive difference between a heavily edited 10-minute video on here and your favorite creator sitting down on a live stream and responding to people in real time. Which also means that every single live stream is different, it all depends on the interactivity, and it feels way more like a collaborative project. It all sounds pretty hunky-dory, right? As it turns out, it's been an interesting learning curve for me. Because even though this channel says 1.2 million subscribers, that doesn't mean you suddenly have 1.2 million people watching you. In fact, quite the opposite. Starting my live streaming journey really has felt like starting all over again. And let me explain why. Unlike YouTube, which is actually kind of pretty good for allowing you to discover smaller creators, I will give it that. Twitch's algorithm is very much heavily set on promoting the already big Twitch live streamers. If you go to the homepage, you're not seeing like small up and coming Twitch streamers. It's always the same like 5 or 6 people. And these people have already built their audience over years and years. They've always got like 60,000 people watching at any one time. You don't tend to see that up and coming sort of like try this smaller alternative creator kind of vibe on Twitch. So you're constantly swimming upstream in terms of discoverability. On top of that, adjusting to the completely different shift in content has been a bit tricky, but I've enjoyed it. A video like this might take me about 25-30 minutes to film, another hour and a half to edit, depending on how much I need to add, and then it's uploaded and it's probably about 10 to 11 minutes long. Maybe less. I don't know yet. I'm still filming. But with Twitch, it's kind of a given that you can't really just live stream for half an hour. It has to be longer amounts of time, like 3 hours at a time. And that's what I've been doing, by the way, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. twice a week. And you have to make sure that your streams are entertaining enough where people will want to come back and watch you again. And that means being entertaining for 3 hours straight. Now, I know I'm pretty entertaining, but that is a heavy ask for any person in the world. So if you want to start live streaming on Twitch in 2024, these are my key tips. Number 1, you have to remain consistent and you have to find a time and schedule that works not only for you, but for the audience you're trying to get. Even though Twitch does supposedly push out notifications to everyone who follows you when you go live, it's really put down to the creator to let people know when they're going live. So that means having a schedule. That means having like 2 or 3 set days a week, or every day if you can. But if you don't have a schedule, that means that you're kind of relying on people just being available as and when for them to be able to watch you. And this is something that I haven't mastered yet. I do my best to stream twice a week, but I'm still not doing 2 set days a week like a Tuesday or a Friday because I'm still trying to work out when is best. Once I get that down, I do feel like that consistency will resonate a lot more. I feel like people will know where to find me and when to find me. But for now, if you have any feedback, if there are any certain set days or times that you watch live streamers, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that because I'm literally just still trying to find that out. Number 2, finding out what category works best for you. So I started out doing just chatting because I was new to all of this, like, you know, the streaming software and the chat and everything. It was all brand new. So I wanted to start off just by chatting. And the just chatting category works out really, really well for interactivity, donations, follows, subscribes, because you're constantly always talking to people. However, the just chatting category has a lot of people in it all of the time. You are constantly competing. with some of the top streamers because so many of them use that category. Live streaming you doing gaming feels like some pressure's taken off a little bit because the game is doing the entertainment part as well as you are. And if you choose the right kind of game, then you might end up at the top of that category depending on how many viewers you have, because it would be a lot emptier than the just chatting category. However, because you're playing a game, you're not able to interact with your chat as much, therefore you don't get as much interaction, follows, subscribes, bits, everything, because people feel like you won't acknowledge it. So gaming, great for entertainment and great for maybe, you know, getting your channel out there, but just chatting seems to be better for a greater sense of community. It's just that you're kind of swimming upstream. Number 3, you heard me talking earlier about the sense of community, how that's kind of getting lost on YouTube. Well, I'd be a bit of a hypocrite to say that if I don't also mention how important that is on Twitch. But a lot of it has to come from you, the streamer. Because you're constantly interacting with people all at one time, it feels like you're just having a phone call with what could be hundreds or thousands of people all at once, and for 3 hours. So you're going to get close to the people that are watching you, especially for that amount of time. If you manage to successfully orchestrate a sense of community on your Twitch channel, then your audience also becomes like your biggest hype team. Like your moderators will help you out with chat. Your audience will help other people learn about what other things you do, like your music or your videos on YouTube, etc. Because of how long you're spending interacting with people, your audience will grow to care for you very, very quickly. So nurture that and don't just act like an arrogant dick. Now, as for my point about having 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube, why doesn't that necessarily just cross over? Well, those 1.2 million subscribers didn't all come to me to want to hear me talk for 3 hours at a time. A lot of you guys have been used to me just making like 10-minute videos like once every like 2 or 3 months, okay? And still, that's a lot, and live streaming isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea. That crossover is not one-to-one, I can tell you that right now. And the only real way to let you guys know that I'm live streaming is through posts and making a video like this one. In fact, if you are watching this on Friday 29th of November when I've uploaded this, then I'm probably live streaming right now, okay? 7 till 10 p.m. UK time. So there's a link down there. Come back to this video and come like talk to me in real time. Please come to Twitch. Please, I want to make it a thing. Essentially, you kind of have to sell your Twitch channel through making reels and shorts and all sorts of things like that. You have to make edits of your previous live streams, your VODs, in order to show people what they've missed out on and to try and, you know, entice them to come and see one in real time. And if this video hasn't already sold you on why you should come over to my Twitch channel, Twitch is going to be the place where you can find me unfiltered, you know, just responding to you guys in real time, 3 hours at a time. And it's a different side of me that doesn't really make it so much into my videos because it's a way more like informal, chatty vibe. It's also gonna be way more fun than if you just leave a comment down below and have me respond to it at some time, right? You'll actually hear me talk back to you. So come over and join me at twitch.tv/Emma Blackery TV, because someone took just Emma Blackery. Fucking rude. And as I said, I don't yet have a schedule of sorts. I stream twice, sometimes 3 times a week, but I don't have set days. If you could tell me what days you would like to watch live streams, please let me know. And then I'll get that schedule going. Okay, I want to build this. I want to do something real fun. But thank you guys so much for watching. I always appreciate your views and your likes and your comments. Let me know. I respond to all of you guys down below. I hope this has been helpful to anyone that wants to start Twitch live streaming in 2024, what you can expect, what to watch out for, and I hope I've convinced some of you guys to come and give me a follow over on Twitch. The past 3 weeks I've had so much fun. I've got to get to know so many of you. I've got to make some pretty embarrassing errors at times, like not realizing that my graphics drivers had to be up to date in order to start live streaming. But mainly it's been so much fun, and I've actually got to know so many of you a lot better, and that's why I wanted to start live streaming. So come and join me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over on Twitch. Catch you later! Oh yeah, one more thing. If you ever used to watch my gaming channel, Birdie Boots, you really should watch me on Twitch. Because tonight I might be playing a little game that people know as Papers, Please. Remember that? Yeah? Anyway, bye!